Here's the statement to start off my life lesson. Continued learning and knowledge is invaluable. Continued learning and knowledge is invaluable. So I'm going to read some facts on somebody who kind of took that quote and did amazing things with it. His name was Thomas Jefferson. Are any of you familiar with Thomas Jefferson? Yes.
Me?
Yes. Who was Thomas Jefferson?
I've heard his name.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is he alive?
No.
Okay, he's dead.
He was the fourth president of the United States.
The fourth president of the United States.
Wait, no.
I think he was the third president of the United States. So you were close. All right. Well, anyway, let me read a few facts about Thomas Jefferson. At age 5, he began studying under his cousin's tutor. At 9, he studied Latin, Greek, and French. At 14, he studied classical literature and additional languages. At 16, he entered the College of William and Mary. I guess that means he and I are colleagues. At 19, he studied law for 5 years, starting under George White. At 23 years old, he started his own law practice. At 25, he was elected to the Virginia House of Burgesses. At 31, he wrote the widely circulated Summary View of the Rights of British America. Sounds pretty complicated. At 32, he was a delegate to the Second Continental Congress. At 33, he took 3 years to revise Virginia's legal code and wrote a public education bill and a statute for religious freedom. At 36, he was elected the second governor of Virginia, succeeding Patrick Henry. At 40, he served in Congress for 2 years. At 41, he was the American minister to France and negotiated commercial treaties with European nations along with Benjamin Franklin. At 46, he served as the first Secretary of State under George Washington. At 53, he served as Vice President and was elected President of the American Philosophical Society. At 55, he drafted the Kentucky Resolutions and became the active head of the Republican Party. At 60, he obtained the Louisiana Purchase. Oh, and at 57, I forgot to say he became the third president of the United States. The list goes on and on. At 83, he died, and on the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, along with John Adams. So, as you can see, he got older, but he never stopped growing and he never stopped learning. And he was one of the founding fathers of this great country that we live in. Now, how can we relate that to tennis? How can we have continued knowledge and continue learning as a tennis player? Yes, sir. You always have to keep getting better. That's kind of what Ben talked about today. Well, here are a few things I wrote down. Physically, what can we do to get better? We can take lessons, we can go to camps, we can go to clinics, we can play tournaments, we can do team tennis, play high school tennis, maybe continue on to college tennis. Those are physical things we can do to get better. But I think that's what most people do. But I think if you talk to a lot of great tennis players where they have gone beyond the normal things, are the mental and the visual learning of the game of tennis. All right, and when I'm talking about visual, I mean video analysis, both watching yourself play, breaking it down on camera with you and or your coach, okay, and video analysis of the best players in the world. You ever hear of this little thing called the internet? Raise your hand if you've heard of the internet. Have any of you ever gone online and watched slow motion of Federer, Nadal, Serena Williams, all the best players in the world? Raise your hand if you've done that. Have you studied it? Okay? Because everybody can get to a certain level, but can they take it beyond that? The level that maybe you don't think you're capable of. And of course, don't forget about the mental side of the game. Who here likes to read? Who here doesn't like to read? That would be me. I do not like to read. But I have read about tennis. I know about the history of the game. I know about the mental side of the game, and I understand its importance. Okay, so remember, continued learning and knowledge is invaluable. You have to be a student of the game from the physical aspects, the mental aspects, and the visual aspects. That's all I have for you today. Hopefully you took something from that. Hopefully you can learn something from it and continue to build your game upon that. Thank you very much.